Hiya everyone, I'm Amena, and welcome back, explorers, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here, or a repeat visitor, be welcome. Now, last week I mentioned, was it last week or the week before that? I don't remember. But I did mention Chalica, and apparently it's something I didn't actually grow up with. But some other people did grow up with it. And I actually had to look it up. So, I'm going to recite what it is. Okay. So, those who do celebrate Chalica are, well, uh, let's see. Okay. From what I understand, Chalica goes from December 1st to December 7th. Well, it's obviously over by now, but what it is a celebration of the Unitarian Universalist principles. And, oh, that's why I didn't know it. The holiday first emerged in 2005 out of a wish to have a holiday organized around Unitarian Universalist values. Chalica begins on the first Monday in December and lasts 7 days. Each day, a chalice is lit, and the day is spent reflecting on the meaning of that day's principle and doing a good deed that honors that principle. Not all Unitarian Universalists celebrate Chalica, but it has a growing following. Uh, oh, okay, I didn't know any of this. There is a Chalica Facebook page, blog, and many Chalica themed videos on YouTube. Uh, wow. Okay. I definitely did not know anything about that until recently. And even though there were people who told me that it was a holiday based around themes for it, uh, I guess I needed to see it in actual written language. Okay, when you come right down to it, people learn about things in different ways. Some people learn about it through seeing it visually. Some people learn about it simply by hearing about it. Some people need to hear and see things, and well, I don't know how people who only learn through feel can find that out. Is one of the It's one of those things I have no clue about. But before I continue, um, let me say this. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because I am well aware this is a worldwide, well, time zones. Am I right? So, when I post, or when I have my videos scheduled, normally they are 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning that they go live. So, that's for me. However, depending on where you are in the world, you could be seeing it in the morning, you could be seeing it in the afternoon, or you could be seeing it go live in the evening. So, I, I really should say that a little bit more often. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. All right. So, now that I have talked a little bit about the holiday Chalica, I'm going to mention that yes, there are a wide variety of holidays in December. So there's there are a whole lot of different holidays. So that's why I say happy holidays, because there's more than just one. Christmas is not the only one, my friends. There are so many different ones. Christmas is just the most prevalent because of certain people shoving it down everybody's throats. I won't say who those people are. I'm pretty sure we, at this point, know. But there are holidays that are Christmas themed. There are Jewish holidays. There are Unitarian Universalists at this point. There's even Wiccan. And if you want to see it, African too. And uh, there's just so many. But the whole lighting of candles, the whole decorating of Christmas trees or trees in general, because they weren't called Christmas trees to begin with. No, they weren't. But trees were being decorated, presents were being given. I don't know exactly who started all that. When you come right down to it, there are a lot of holidays with lore. If you really want to find out something, go find it out. Learn about it. Instead of just saying, oh, I don't celebrate it, so who cares? Don't do that. Instead, that's something I don't celebrate. I wonder what it's about. Do that instead. Look it up. Find out about it. Learn something new. And the only time you actually stop learning about things in general is when you are dead. You're alive, right? Okay, so I kind of went off on a morbid tangent, so we'll get back on track. Now that I'm done talking, ranting, whatever you want to call it, it's a random thought about holidays. Now, I want to go on to the next subject, which is about superhero movies. Okay, we all know of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. We also know of the failed, I repeat, failed DCEU, which is DC Extended uh, Universe. But I think they're still trying to figure things out. It's like, I look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm like, okay, cool story. You start out, oh, wait a second, I've seen this storytelling before. You want to know where? Marvel basically did a very good job of translating the comic book storytelling to the big screen and the small screen, respectively. Their universe isn't just cinema. Yes, you have the big live action movies. You have also related mini-sodes or mini-movies, about 20 minutes, maybe? And then you have the series like WandaVision and Hawkeye and, yeah, the Disney Plus Marvel movie series. Not everyone has access to those stories. So, just like comic books, not everybody has access to all the comics. Now, if DC Comics wanted to do the same thing Marvel was doing, basically take your comic book formula and put it to the big screen and little screen, respectively. But there's a reason I'm mentioning superhero movies. Uh, well, superhero movies, uh, respectively. And that's because where there are serious superhero movies, like the upcoming, well, like, uh, Spider-Man No Way Home, which should be in theaters as of today when this is posted and goes live. Uh, Also, some of the DC movies. There are literal comedic superhero movies. And yes, I am well aware that there are reviews basically saying a particular one is basically a horrible superhero flick. The movie in question that I am referring to is actually Thunder Force. Now, in that movie, which I view as a comedy and more of a, well, it is more of a comedy. I could call it a satire, but that's not right. Now, in this movie, in this movie's universe, some weird comet thing took people's lives and gave superpowers to people with sociopathic tendencies. Right there in the beginning, you know this is not your typical superhero movie where the good guys win, is really serious, there's no tongue in cheek. Well, Marvel does a little bit of tongue in cheek, but still does something serious with it. When you come right down to it, whereas people out there are giving the movie Thunder Force bad reviews and saying that, oh, Thunder Force is probably a play on Thunder Thighs because the main actresses are a bit chubby. No, I don't see that. They actually spent time in the movie trying to come up with a name for themselves, basically showing how ridiculous the coming up with superhero names are. Sometimes it's just something that you throw out and it grows on you. Did the Avengers start that way? Probably not. Alright, so if you see that there is a movie, if you see the movie Thunder Force, give it a watch. But go into it knowing that it's more of a comedy. Uh, a comedy, a satire, whatever, is not meant to be serious. Very much like the movie My Superhero Ex-Girlfriend. Or actually, I could be wrong about the title, but the whole idea is uh um someone got involved with a superhero and yeah, does the hero or so far uh, yeah, with that one the most memorable scene is when the regular guy is dating somebody new and the super X throws a shark through the window. How they managed to survive that one, I don't know. But that was not meant to be taken seriously. We have the Marvel Cinematic Universes and the DC uh, Cinematic Universes to have all the serious stuff and semi-serious. You know what I mean? Those are more serious ones, but there are superhero movies that were meant to be comedies, not taken seriously. So, when you go to review a movie like that, do not, I repeat, do not review it as a serious superhero movie because that's not what it is. It's a funny one. It's a comedy. But either way, I think I've spent enough time talking your ears off. So, I'm going to end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Please do. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy. As always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.